good day to stay on. Now's your chance.
Hello and welcome back to episode number 70 of the TNC podcast. I guess this is a Christmas special. At least one of us has tried. If you're listening on SoundCloud and iTunes, go over to YouTube just to see this jumper in all of its glory. Chris, how are you, mate?
Really,
good to see you.
really well.
Good to see you. The second week in a row you fed me before the podcast. Once again, another warm meal on the table.
Yeah. Thoughts on the dish?
A Chinese always delivers. I thought last week's curry from Becky was actually sublime.
She honestly, homemade curry, solid.
Yeah, it was really good, and I think there's a secret little ingredient in there that she's maybe not telling you about. Anyway, Norwich, not top of the league anymore. Time to fuck her out.
God, you're going to get slayed for that. Look, I'm so happy that we managed to get a point when, in my opinion, look, I do think we're in the ascendancy. I do think if Daniel Farke had made the subs a wee bit earlier, we would have had maybe 2 or 3 more chances. But for me, I'm very, very content with a point away from home.
Yeah,
I always am content with a point away from home, but particularly when we went behind. And for me, we weren't convincing enough to win all 3. So I'm happy. We're still way above where I thought we were gonna be at this point in the season. So Merry Christmas.
One of the key performers, I think, and the headline at the back of the EDP today, Max is loving his City licence to thrill. See what Michael Bailey has done, the wonderful Michael Bailey. Max Aarons, Chris, I mean, he's still not 19, he turns 19 next month. The man, I should refer to him as his full name, Maximilian Aarons. He is unbelievable, isn't he?
I mean, I just couldn't resist that, just tweeting Maximilian Aarons, you beauty, with that goal, because
was it an Andy Gray commentary?
I can't. Beauty.
Absolute beauty.
I honestly cannot get round just how good he is. Yeah. You know, we've been criticised, Jack, for saying back. Do you remember when we were criticised for saying Max should start in the derby?
I do, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, a certain fan quote tweeted it and put, imagine thinking Max Aaron should start. He then went on and started at Portman Road and has started every game since that point.
And there's obviously the fantastic stat, which I'm sure every single Norwich fan knows by now, but if you don't already, it's the fact that he has only lost 1 game in a Norwich City shirt. One game, and arguably we shouldn't have lost that game anyway. It was pretty unlucky, wasn't it? We deserved to win that game, really. So
and
Max
I think
is a boss.
Max is coming under the national spotlight now. I was watching the Sky coverage at the weekend, as I'm sure many people were. Liam Rosini was very complimentary.
You loved him, didn't you?
I like Liam Rosini. Yeah.
Why was that? Was it because that he took your side with Tim Krul?
No, I think it was his complimentary nature with both Max and Jamal. He's always very complimentary of Norwich City on Quest, and nothing to do with his comments surrounding a certain Dutch goalkeeper. Paddy Davitt's headline, battered and below par, but City haul themselves off the ropes. Now, I wasn't aware until after the game that apparently a lot of the players had sort of flu-like symptoms. Christoph Zimmermann didn't get a wink of sleep the night before. This Norwich City team, I think what we've learned is, I think we said it last week, we keep coming up against challenges and we keep overcoming them. The weekend close out, Leitner out. Zimmermann not fully fit, and yet still a good point away, a good Bristol City side.
I think I'm just so content with the fact that we've got something there. I think that
because Bristol are a good side.
I think they're all right.
I think they're pretty. I think they're below.
You would say that because you're a bit of a hipster football fan.
They've got some good players, mate.
They're all right. They've got some good gifts on social media, but apart from that, I mean, really.
I mean, they were knocking on. I think they were either first or second at this point last season.
They were fantastic. Look, they put in a very valiant effort against Norwich City and arguably deserved the win. I mean, they'll be gutted they didn't take 3 points against us to stop our unbeaten run. Look, we've got 2 massive games now against two extremely good teams. Extremely good teams. That was way overboard, wasn't it? 2 very good teams. I think that they will be in and around the playoffs towards the end of the season. And I think I know I keep saying this, but these 2 games are the real challenge now because
Blackburn first. Don't forget.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are we going to win?
Well, we'll get on to that in a bit. I think you're skipping past the unwritten agenda.
How dare I?
I want to go through the player ratings from Paddy. Basically, our agenda this week is the EDP because I couldn't be bothered to put one together. Now, the only player that got up below a 6 was Alexander Tete. Now, let's talk about Tete.
I'm so pleased. Is this Paddy that's done this?
This is Paddy, yeah. Top boy.
Yeah, respect that a lot.
What, Paddy or the ratings?
Both.
Right.
I think that what's happening. Look, what happens when Tete's overplayed? This is what happens. I respect him. He's loyal. I really thank him for what he's done for the football club. He's a great player to have in and around the dressing room. And look, don't get me wrong. He's had one bad game. It was a bad game away at Bristol. He did have a bad game.
It wasn't great. Yeah.
I mean,
should have been sent off.
It was arguably his fault for the goal. He should have been sent off twice. He's still but he is.
Yeah.
Alex Tete is a walking yellow card. He is. In my humble
this
opinion,
season, to be fair, he hasn't picked up that many. But I understand your point.
For me, I've always been of the opinion, and I'm happy to get scrutinised for it. I still think Tom Tribal is a better footballer. I still think he tackles better. I think he passes better. I think he gets his head up more. I don't think he's a walking yellow card. And banter aside, I don't think he gives the ball away as much as Alex Tete. Look, for me, I hope now Tete's replaced by Tribal. I hope Tribal gets a good chance to come in and show what he's made of. And actually, it's not just the Tete and Tribal thing. I think that now what will happen during this festive campaign is that you will see a couple of players get injured. Yeah. You will see a couple of players get the flu. You'll see players tire up. And it's going to be quite exciting as a Norwich City fan to see, actually, okay, right, have we got a plan B? Who can come in and deliver? For me, I touched upon it earlier already. I think that I still get frustrated that we're not making changes early enough. I think that I do think we're still kissing reactionary. I don't think we're proactive enough, particularly at home, but in that case away. I think that we need to grab games by the scruff of the neck still. But look, I can't criticise too much because at the end of the day, we got a point, and arguably we didn't deserve it.
I mean, I think I agree with you to a certain extent on the substitution.
But you right?
Yeah, I feel a bit under the weather. To be fair to Farker, his substitutions did mean we walked away with a point.
Absolutely.
Hernandez coming
but
on.
Imagine if they'd come on earlier.
Scored a winner.
Hernandez is dynamite, bud.
Yeah.
He's got to bring Hernandez on earlier. I need to see Hernandez in the team.
Yeah.
I need to see him in that team.
And to stick up for Tete a bit, because I think you've been a little harsh there, mate. And I know you don't like people being harsh unnecessarily on players. I think we've seen this season that...
Have I been harsh?
Yeah, I think you have.
No, I haven't.
No, I think you have.
I said he's had one bad game.
No, you're saying that you would prefer to see Tribal in there.
I would.
No, that's fair enough, but...
It's not harsh, it's my opinion.
It is your opinion. It doesn't mean it's right.
It's harsh in your opinion.
What I'm saying is I think when Tete has been in the squad this season, we don't lose games. And when Tribal is in there, I think we look a little bit more fragile. I'm not saying that Tribal isn't a better player, because I probably think he is. But I just think, I don't know what it is, but Tete brings a bit of balance about the team. He's been in the team throughout this unbeaten run.
Mate, absolutely. And I'm proven wrong. I just think that if Tribal had been given the amount of run of games that Tete had, I think that he would have been able to deliver. I mean, look, if you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comments below, Tribal or Tete. I'm not getting on Tete's back too much. I am getting on his back for that game though, because he did have a stinker.
It wasn't great.
No, he had a stinker. Let's be real, he had a stinker, and let's not hide away from that. But I will always place on record that I am very grateful for his loyalty, because there's been 2 or 3 occasions where he could have left the football club. He has been a solid performer in the team for many, many seasons, so I respect that. I just think now, just like with Ross, God bless his soul, just like with Wes Houlihan, God bless his soul.
He's not dead either.
These players now need to be playing that rotation element. Like, they need to bring experience, but I don't think they need to be in the team every game. And I don't know, but this is just my opinion.
Yeah. Let's we've talked about Michael Bay, we've talked about Paddy Dow. Let's get to Dave Freezer now, and his player focus was on Ben Godfrey at the weekend. Now, Ben's a fascinating kind of one, isn't he? Because he got dropped in the squad last week. I thought he was okay. I thought he played well. Played against Bristol again. Does he warrant a starting place when all of the defenders are fit?
It's a tough one with Ben. I still think he's a midfielder. I still think he's got the stature to be a midfielder. I still think that I think his vision is excellent. I think that he reads the game very well. Don't get me wrong. He's played really well when he's been in defence. I still think Timmy Close, Christoph Zimmermann, Grant Hanley take his place currently. And
he's something different though, isn't he? And, he is good in the air, and he's got legs on him as well. So
he's got legs. I think in the air, I think the jury's out on that. But
okay.
I think he's a cracking young talent.
Yeah,
he's a cracking young talent. But for me, I want to see him in midfield really, because that's his position.
Well, Farke's got history, hasn't he, for kind of changing where a player plays.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's an interesting.
What's your
one.
next article?
Now, let's go to 6 things we learned.
I can't believe we're doing a TNC podcast and all we're doing is reading the paper.
It's great. It's what the people.
It's the Christmas edition.
It's what the people want.
Let me get these Christmas lights on again, Jack.
Now,
sorry if you're listening.
I want to talk about a man that you were criticising greatly in the stands last week, and you can't even dispute that. You were telling me that he hasn't got a final product, he can't pass the ball, he can't shoot, and he scores his 3rd goal in 5 games at the weekend. And what a stunning strike it was.
Mate,
Mr. Marco born to score goals, Steedman.
I am officially wrong. He reminds me of Peter Crouch. He reminds me when I saw Shola Amiobi come play the other day. Sorry, Sammy, not Shola. He's the actual decent Amiobi. He looks like he can't play, but he can play. What a bloody finish!
It was an unbelievable strike.
Mate, honestly, what a goal. And that was me, nail in the coffin, I am wrong. Steedman, quality player. Back from the dead.
Yeah, I still can't, and I'm incredibly excited by it. But I'm still not sure if Farke knows what his best front 4 are. Because Hernandez is on the bench, and at the start of the season you thought he's probably our best player in the team. Rhodes can't get in. I still don't think we found that balance going forwards. And I'm not saying it's bad, because we've scored a ton of goals and we look really exciting. But I just think when you've got a Jordan Rhodes and an Onana Hernandez on the bench, there's a little bit more we could be getting out of them.
Mate, 100%. I still am of the faith that we should be playing to... Look, I got slated for this last time, and I deserve to get slated for it, because I keep saying we should play 2 up top and we should only have 1 holding midfielder. But every time we've played 2 holding, we've gone on this ridiculous run. So, I might be wrong. I love watching Jordan Rhodes... He can create space for other players. You saw that against Millwall. He was the reason why Teemu Pukki could finish that.
We looked better against Bristol when he came on as well.
Mate, absolutely. This is my point. He creates the space. He's fast. He makes opposition sit back. I think that, and this is why I think the only solution is to just make the subs earlier. I don't necessarily think it's about necessarily the types of personnel that we're bringing on. I think it's about just making the subs earlier. I think that it just brings a whole different dimension to the way that we play football. What is so super bloody exciting is the fact that Leitner's going to be back for the next game. And I think that if we can get him a 10 in Paddy's ratings every week, we'll be steamrolling teams. We really will. I still think that we could and should be playing with two up top though. Because Teemu's so good. Jordan creates the space. Surely that's a match made in heaven.
But I suppose, like you say, the promising thing at the moment, and our Christmas run is very tricky, as I suspect most teams are. But we have still got a few of our best players out, and you just think... I have looked at our team, and although the results have been okay... Matt Jarvis and Nelson, of course, in the under-23s as well, scoring in the week. I still think missing Moritz has really affected our quality of play. I think
we don't look as composed, do we?
I think everyone thought... I think everyone assumed that when he got injured, he was going to be that player that we can't really replicate. Most of the other positions, we've got a like-for-like replacement.
Agreed.
We don't have a like-for-like replacement of Moritz.
Yeah.
And you got really excited when we first signed Moritz, and I couldn't quite see what he was. I think he was in Madison's shadow a little bit when he first signed. He had a poor start to this season. But since that goal at Portman Road that sent us all wild in the away stands, he's been unbelievable. And And I just think he's almost metronomic in his play, and we almost revolve around him. And since he's been out, we haven't quite had that oomph.
I don't think he's the be all and end all, but I definitely think he's a key component part in the engine room. I think that he, as I say, I think he brings composure. I think that when he gets on the ball, he's got his head up straight away, which enables us to play with a lot more width. And arguably, maybe that's why Hernandez hasn't played as much football, because Moritz isn't in the team. I think it's just so exciting that we've got players of his ability that we can bring back into the mix again. And then we one of the things that I don't think Norwich fans maybe maybe they're starting to realise now, Todd Cantwell has been exceptional.
He has, he has.
And the reason why I bring that up is the fact that you mentioned about the fact we haven't got like-for-like players there, but actually midfield we're looking so strong. And I'm going to bloody mention it because we slagged him off last season to the high hill. Mario Vrancic is looking like he's looking completely different. He's looking, I don't know how to describe it anymore. I think that he has completely upped his game. I think that he's full of confidence. But the crazy thing is that he's not actually playing, he's still not playing regular football. And I think it's a massive compliment to Daniel Farke that you've got quite a few different players playing bit part. But they're still operating at a 8 or 9 out of 10 in Paddy Davitt's books going forwards. And I think that is stupidly healthy if you want to try and get promoted to the Premier League.
Definitely. I mean, we've talked about the strike force. We've talked about the midfield. What do we make of the defending at the weekend? Because 3 games now: Millwall, Bolton, and Bristol City. Let me do some mental maths. 7 goals conceded in 3 games against 3 pretty average teams. That's going to be a little worry in the back of Farke's head, I think, isn't it?
I think it'd be a worry in the back of Daniel Farke's head. I think it's annoying for Norwich fans because it's not easy to watch, but I still, and I will always draw back to, one of the most successful campaigns of my lifetime under Lambert, that Championship season into the Premier League, when we bounced straight from League One Championship into the Prem straight away. It was always, you score 1, we'll score 2 more. I think that we're so confident right now, even if we get hit with a sucker punch, we've got the ability to go and score 2 more. I'm honestly not worried about the defence. We've got Christoph Zimmermann, who this season has been absolutely outstanding in Grant Hanley's place. You've got Grant Hanley, by the way, who by the way almost scored.
I know, I thought it was in.
Could you imagine?
It was such a sweet strike.
Could you imagine? I have this vision of him scoring that, kind of ripping off his shirt, and he's just got this ridiculously hairy Scottish chest. Yeah. Probably like a tattoo of a haggis on his chest or something as well. Yeah.
And a box of porridge oats or something.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was it. It was a lovely strike.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and I do agree with you, it's exciting. It's also very nerve-wracking. It's not. I don't feel like it's sustainable when we come up against Derby and Forest and Brentford over Christmas. If you concede 2 to Derby and 2 to Forest, you're not really winning them football matches.
I mean, look, we had a bit of spat on the TNC Twitter over Tim Krul about this, Jack, and I feel like a lot of people are. I mean, I think it's.
Let's see what Tim Krul got rated in Paddy's.
It's naturally a football fan's mindset.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the human's natural mindset to be negative because it's easy to be negative.
We're from Norfolk, Chris, of course.
And we are from Norfolk because that's a bit
so Tim got
to Norfolk people. But my point is,
Tim got a 7.
Really?
Yeah, Tim got a 7. Mixed, 2 fine stops.
Oh yeah, of course. He made 2 ridiculously good saves, Jack.
The second one was, the first one was straight at him.
You're going to say a TV save, aren't you?
But it was straight at him.
Anyway, my point is that why are you? Daniel Farke's job.
You've gone straight to Krul. I asked you about the defence.
Yeah, and the defence is Tim Krul's in the defence.
Okay, fine. Carry on.
I think you're trying to solve a problem before it's actually a problem.
I think I am.
Because, no, you know you are.
I think you've literally just broken down my argument.
I have. Until Tim Krul gives away 3 points or a point, let's bring up Tim Krul. Let's talk about Tim Krul. But I think for the time being, we're still getting points away from home that we don't deserve. We're still winning games of football.
Why do we not deserve them?
I just thought Bristol City were probably a little bit better than us at the weekend. If I was a Bristol City fan, I would have been a bit.
But you
about
called
that.
Bristol City an average team, earlier. So does
Yeah,
that
they
make
are.
us worse than average?
No, I thought on the day they played a lot better than us.
So why though? Because we're currently
Because
in the
we're
top
tired.
two.
Because we're tired. I know that's a crap excuse. I think that.
I don't think we are tired.
Do you not?
No.
So
Because
why
we're performing so well in the final 20 minutes, and tired teams wouldn't do that.
Yeah, true. Good point. I'll shut me up. Anyway, I just think as football
I
fans,
agree.
as Norwich fans, we shouldn't moan about a problem before it's not a problem. Like, I know that Tim Krul has parried a couple.
I've said on this podcast that Tim Krul has been a problem.
No, I know.
You've gone to him
I
because
know.
you want to cause an argument.
Yeah, I do, Jack, because it's what you do to me.
So
every
what did you make
week
of
in, week out.
Bristol City's first goal? Tete gives it away.
Yes, exactly.
Andy Vyman.
Exactly. By the way, Vyman,
Brilliant
always
header.
rated him.
Yeah, good player.
Always rated
Into
him.
Jeju, scored a lot of goals this season. Could Krul have done a little better? Liam Rosini has said he'll be disappointed after that one.
But it's gone through a couple of bodies.
It has, yeah.
And
Look, I'm merely
I think-
posing the question here.
And I will merely pose you back with a statement that you said a few podcasts back, which is that
Oh goodness, I don't like being quoted.
all you see goalkeepers making these sorts of mistakes every week.
Yeah, saw a lot of stinks in the Premier League this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think Tim Krul is. Let's stop using him as a scapegoat.
I'm not
And
using
you're
him as a
fueling
scapegoat.
it. You are.
I think that's
You are.
I think that's almost
you
that's
are.
a very defamatory statement to put out.
Well, it is. You are.
I'm not.
I mean, you can only see what
People
you're doing
keep
on Twitter,
asking
Jack.
me about Tim Krul,
Yeah,
and
Jack,
I'm
it's 'cause
wanting to stoke an argument. I praised him for both saves at the weekend. I thought they were two fine saves.
Did you?
Mick, but take that first word from Paddy Davitt. Mixed. That was the first one. Two fine stops that kept us at 0-0.
You must be rubbing your hands together when you let that in.
No, that's a really
You were,
bad thing
weren't
to
you?
say.
You were, weren't you?
No, I
you were
wasn't.
loving it.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, let me throw you into the fire a little bit then. Jack.
Look, I've
Okay,
said my words.
So
on
when
Tim Krul.
Liam what's his name?
Liam Rosini, yeah,
said that.
yeah.
I could sense, even from my house, I could sense your little thumbs going on this, like, I need to tweet that. And you did. You couldn't resist.
Look.
You love the Tim Krul. But
Look, it wasn't even my opinion. I tweeted out the quote
why did you do that?
because I thought people should hear Liam Rosini's voice, who many have said is one of their favourite EFL pundits. Anyway, let's finish.
Let's drop Tim.
Bristol City 2, Norwich City 2.
Yeah, good result.
One word answer. One word summary.
Decent.
Good. That's mine.
Are you going for good?
Good.
God, that's awful.
Right, I think it's time for some Twitter questions, Chris. This
Let's.
is always a fun part of the week. Thank you, as always, for getting in touch. Also, a big thank you to everyone who donated to the Community Sports Foundation Just Giving page. That prize will be drawn very soon, but we saw loads of people donate who are regular names on the Twitter questions. So thank you for playing your part in a very good charity. Right, so Lando loves Norwich. Them lights are good.
Does it put you off a little bit?
No. What were your first ever Norwich games? I'm going to show my age here and say Coventry at home in 1985. 2-1 win.
Jesus Christ.
Game after the Milk Cup final. Hashtag Glory Hunter.
Yes.
What was your first game?
My first game was the Chelsea Cup game at home.
Zola? No.
Gianfranco Zola.
Yeah.
Or was that away that he scored that goal? Or was it at home?
I think he did score one.
It
at
was
Carrow.
definitely one of those two
Bit
legs.
before my time, yeah.
But yeah, I believe that the actual result at Carrow was 1-1. I might be wrong.
Right.
At home? Or was it 2-1 Chelsea?
People will definitely let us know in the comments.
Anyway, it was Chelsea Norwich in the Cup.
Nice.
And it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Was it FA Cup?
It was when Chelsea had that their kind of their old badge, their kind
Yeah.
of oval badge.
When they were kind of average before
the
the
money
oil
came
money
in.
came
Yeah.
in. My first was Underworthy,
Yeah.
Premier League,
Oh, Glory Hunter.
Glory Hunter. It was around this time of the year. I think it was New Year's Day.
Right.
I remember it being very, very cold. It was
Yeah.
a 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. I think it was either Rossi or Ryan scored a lovely goal.
Okay.
And have since
Ryan
gone on to
Jarvis.
see Rossi play for Lowestoft and other great clubs.
Yeah.
I think it was Ryan. It was a good goal. John Arne Rees has scored for Liverpool, and I think Louis Garcia.
I mean, my first real memories of Norwich City as a youngster is watching it under Worthy, and I just never forget the first thing we used to do under Worthy for the centre spot, for kick-off basically, is one would pass to the other, and that one would just boot it into the snake pit, just out for a throw-in, just to put them under pressure.
It's almost like rugby, that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think we done that as well on the Houghton. I can remember Snoddy just bombing it down. And then
by the way, Snodgrass now tearing it up.
What
at West
a player!
Ham.
I love Snoddy when he was here.
I know. I told West Ham fans he'll come good.
Yeah, no, top player. Right, Ethan. Opinions on Saul? I think he's Saul. Now, Saul, you'll know him, mate. You'll know him. Saul Milovanovic.
Oh yes.
Now, have you seen his goal?
Yes.
Unreal strike in the FA Youth Cup against Port Vale.
Top young talent.
Yeah, we've got some good players coming through, mate.
Would you have him over Srebeni?
Well, I think he's a midfielder.
Oh, perfect.
But no, I wouldn't. There's very few people in my life I'd have over Big D.
Yeah, you have always said to me you like Big D.
Yeah, he's a top player, a bit of an icon. Right, let's move on to Lewis Coleman. Thanks for getting in touch, Lewis. What's more dodgy? Jack Reeves' obsession with Bolton's second choice goalkeeper, Tim Krul's Barnet, or Jack's appalling black and white turtleneck sweater?
Turtleneck. Actually, I can't say it because I'm wearing a Christmas jumper that's got...
I think it's okay, actually. I assume that's a bit of a hazard in the rain.
But you can't say that. Again, let us know in the
comments.
comments.
But in terms of Christmas jumpers, that's decent.
It's a strong Christmas jumper, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's nice.
It is absolutely ridiculous. So that's why I wear it. Because you only live once, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
So anyway, what's the worst out of that lot?
Yeah.
They're all shocking. Actually, Tim Krul's Barnet. I respect that game.
Do you?
He's Tim Krul. He can do what he wants. He's a top quality, one of the best goalkeepers in the league.
Yeah.
Fifth.
I think he's got the most clean sheets, actually.
Fifth in the league for clean sheets this season.
Is he fifth, is he?
Yeah, fifth in the league for clean sheets this season. Worst out of those, turtleneck, 100%. Stinking.
You know what? I posted a picture the other day.
Oh, here we go.
No. I've never seen an issue with this jumper I was wearing, and yet still I got criticism. I thought that's okay. Is it not?
This is very... okay, so for listeners and people watching on YouTube,
it's a quarter zipper.
Jack's wearing a quarter zipper. Oh, mate,
it's a stripy quarter zip.
It's very Norwich school rugby. It's very
Norwich school rugby,
but it's kind of like a Primark version of.
Oh, that's harsh. I feel
like it's the kind of thing that when you're 15, your mum. No, when you're 13, your mum might buy you for. No, your grandma might buy you for Christmas because she doesn't really know you that well.
Okay. Well, thanks as always for boosting my self-esteem. Thanks very much. This is a good question. Thoughts on Marco Stiepermann's new moustache and his new celebration?
So much interest.
Yeah, don't know what it's all about.
I mean, the moustache couldn't be more porn star.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very porn.
It is, yeah.
But, fine. He's Marco Stiepermann, and as long as, what's he going to do? Just keep growing it until he stops contributing to games, and then he'll shave it off. I'm loving it. Long may it continue, and I love the cello. It's unique.
Yeah, if we're seeing the cello, it means he's scoring goals.
I love a unique cello.
Yeah,
and that is a unique cello.
Favourite celebration of all time? Could be from any player, not just not just Norwich players.
I'll tell you what. One that I loved watching as a Norwich fan was Robert Earnshaw.
Yeah, classic.
Did the flips.
Yeah,
and I love that. I love because it's entertainment. That's what we go to watch football for. Is the entertainment. He provided that wow factor. Tim Krul's headbutt in the corner flag is a classic.
Tim Close.
Tim Close.
Get him off your mind, man.
Sorry, I just want to throw you in the fire all the time. The way he stumbled towards that flag, that was quite spectacular. Other Norwich cellos.
Holty in the snow.
Holty with the mic, kind of getting twisted in the wire. That was a classic. What about you?
I used to like, what was the guy? Loire Loire for Pompey when he used to do all them flips.
Okay.
Can you remember them?
You're a flip fan?
I like a flip. There's not many Norwich players who've done flips.
Right, okay. You score for Norwich.
Yeah.
Against Ipswich.
Yeah.
When they come in February.
Yeah.
In the 90th minute to win the game, what do?
I'm just bombing it to the snake pit and just jumping in there. You're going
to the snake pit?
I'm 100% going to the snake pit.
Okay, do you know what I'm doing?
You're going to the E block. You're going to the Barclay.
No.
Oh, you're going to the away fans.
No.
Really?
No. Do you know what I'm going to do? I will walk.
Right.
Walk.
Right.
Actually, no, I'll jog up to Paul Lambert.
Oh, right.
And I'll fold my arms and I'll give it to Shaqiri and I'll just stare at him.
Okay.
And I'll just do that.
Okay. You've got a similar build to Shaqiri.
Well, great, because he's looking fantastic.
He
And I
is.
tell you what, I bloody haven't. Have you seen the size of his legs?
Yeah, his legs are on.
I mean, they're almost as good as Jamal Lewis's.
Yeah.
They're that big.
Yeah. Who was it who had...
Shaqiri's a beast from the east.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Sorry, I've
Shaqiri.
thrown you off there. Anyway, next question.
Right. Good question, this from Olive Middleton. Stephen Whittaker, Vadis Adidra, Jacob Butterfield, Tony Andreu, your centre midfield partnership out of them four. So we've got Stevie Witts, of course, played central midfield against Brentford.
Definitely not.
We've got, he's magic, you know,
Yeah,
Vadis
Vadis
Adidra. We've
Mate,
got Jacob Butterfield.
He had some... By the way,
And we've got the next Cesc Fabregas, Tony Andreu.
Jacob Butterfield looks like Mystic Manson, just throwing it
Yeah,
out
he does
there.
a bit. Where's he at?
He'll
actually?
absolutely hate that.
Let me have a look where Butterfield's at.
My combo out of those two is definitely Tony Andreu, legend of the pre-season.
Can you remember?
Yes, I
No,
can.
no. This is
Oh, no, not the pre-season game.
No. Can you remember his debut in the league when he just literally he came on for like the last 20
Magician.
minutes?
Absolute
No,
magician.
He was taking shots from everywhere. He
Good.
was gagging for that debut goal.
Yeah, but good.
Yeah.
He was a magician, mate. Tony Andreu.
He's the next Cesc Fabregas.
Anyway, him.
Butterfield's
Vadis Adidra
a derby.
I actually feel like Vadis Adidra. Is Butterfield a derby?
Yeah.
Butterfield is a fraud.
Okay.
I'm going to wind up Derby County fans there, but he is.
Okay.
And I tell you, shall I tell you the reason why he left Norwich?
Are we allowed to say it?
Well, I'm about to. He's not at the club anymore because he couldn't make any friends with any of the players.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just an absolute weirdo.
Okay. Jacob, if you're watching,
No interest anyway.
we offer you a right to reply.
He was awful. He was awful.
I can remember
for
him
us.
playing against Doncaster in
He
the
had
cup once.
nothing to give. And he looked like a bit. And he looks a bit like a dog as well, doesn't he?
So you're saying Manson looks like a dog?
Oh shit! He won't watch it anyway.
So hang on, you still haven't answered my question,
Go on.
Chris.
No, I have.
No, you haven't.
I did. Tony Andreu and Vadis Adidra.
Okay. Vadis was actually an okay player.
Mate, I and a cracking chant as well.
Yeah.
I feel like when a Norwich player has a good chant, it takes away from the fact that they're a little bit shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, valid.
Do you know what I mean?
Because out of them four, you probably would say Stevie Witts was the best player. Witts on his day was a baller.
Mate, Witts, mate, honestly,
Witts at Wembley.
Witts at Wembley was electric.
Yeah.
Dynamite. I've never seen a player play that well at Wembley. I would argue.
Not Champions League finals.
I would argue
Not
that was
Messi.
on par with Steven Gerrard's FA Cup final goal against West Ham at Wembley. I honestly thought Stephen Witts that day.
think
I mean,
that was
do
I think
you
that was
remember
at
that?
Millennium, by the way.
Yeah, we'll just pretend it didn't happen. Do you remember that combination play between him and Redmond? Oh
Yeah,
my
mate.
god! I actually get a bit aroused thinking about that Stephen Whittaker and that run-up play.
Can we listen to the commentary back on that? Can we just put Gorham's commentary?
Yeah, we can. Go on. Then.
Because-
In the meantime, ask the next question. Well, I'll ask the next question.
I was listening to Danny Baker and Gary Lineker's podcast the other day, and they said, "Have you ever cried at a goal before?"
Yes.
And I thought, no, I haven't. And then I remembered Stevie Witts and Redmond combining, and I was just in floods of tears. It was an unbelievable moment.
Right. Whilst you're finding that, I'll ask the next question.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, here we go.
Norwich versus
Here we go.
Middlesbrough.
Favourites to win the Champions League. Quick fire.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah, I watched them last night against, I can't remember, but Messi scored a hat trick and assisted 2 goals, and he's getting into them Wes Hoolahan levels now. I think he's verging on becoming as good as Wes.
Juventus.
Juve.
Yeah.
I must admit, I don't really watch any of them teams, so I wouldn't know.
Absolutely Juventus.
Right. Okay.
Here's a good one from Jack Debbage. I'm just going to have a look through that. Here we go. Bio, jack of all trades, master of none, father of one. Oh, that's cute. That's nice.
Yeah, nice.
I like that. No, I like that a lot. He asks the question...
Yeah.
£20 million bid for Aarons in January from a Prem club, but keep him on loan for the rest of the season. Do you accept?
No, because
Good
I think
question, Jack.
with him, I know he's saying, I think he will be a Premier League footballer if he stays with us next season. Or should I say, we've definitely got a better chance with him, and I think he's worth more than £20 million.
Already?
Yeah.
You think? How much do you reckon Max Aaron's worth?
What?
Seriously, how much do you think? Seriously,
Honestly, 25 million. Mate, he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
He could easily cut it in. Yeah, no, honestly.
No, mate. I'm a huge advocate. He is my player of the season so far.
He's got defensive maturity. He's unbelievably quick. He's an athlete. He scores goals. He's positionally very aware.
Yeah.
It's his maturity that impresses me most.
He's
got them raw. He's got the raw ability of an 18-year-old, but he's got the maturity of a Stephen Whittaker.
Oh God! He just dropped at least $5 million without you saying that. He reminds me of Ashley Cole, the way he puts himself about.
You're comparing Aarons to Ashley Cole.
I think he's got the ability to be as good as Ashley Cole for a top Premier League club. And he'll definitely play for... I love this from Southwell. He'll play for England, but he'll play for England a lot sooner than a lot of people think.
Yeah.
I hope that he drags Norwich up to the Premier League, because if he doesn't, he is definitely going to go in the summer for a lot of money.
Would you like an interlude?
Yes, please.
We've got the commentary.
Go on then.
Here
Are we allowed to play this for copyright reasons?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's for review.
Okay.
Just denying Borough that. Some inviting Whittaker for. He'll go low and find Redmond.
It's that line. He'll go low and find Redmond. Look, that was a momentous day, wasn't it?
Oh my God!
And Stephen Whittaker will always. I tell you what,
I got seriously told off by my missus when Russell Martin lifted the trophy, and I started crying, and she literally gave me a slap. I was like, "Yeah, but it's so emotional."
It is.
Oh, Russ lifting that trophy, Jesus, God.
You're right.
Yeah, just fucking brings back great memories, mate. Honestly,
really is. Joe Hinchliffe, good old boy.
Get his name right.
He said, no, it's because I had I can't speak. Can you remember Charlotte Hinchcliffe of the Inbetweeners?
Right.
I had her name and I saw Hinchliffe and I thought of Hinchcliffe.
Okay.
Anyway, Joe, for argument's sake, let's say we have to sell one of our best players in January. This is for argument's sake, so play along.
No, I respect that game.
Who would you sell? Teemu Pukki, Jamal Lewis, Max Aarons, Moritz Leitner, or Emi Buendia?
Definitely not Leitner. Me and you have both already decided on that.
Yeah.
Way too valuable.
Okay.
Although in the summer we might have to accept the very, very high value bid for him.
Okay.
Buendia, for me, is something special.
Okay.
And I think, again, he has got the ability to be worth a lot of dollar.
Okay.
So
we've got either Max Aarons, Jamal Lewis, or Teemu Pukki to choose.
So it's got to be Jamal. But then who would you replace? Who would come in Jamal's position?
James Husband.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Yeah, but then you can't sell Teemu Pukki because he's bringing in all the goals. You can't sell Pukki right now.
So we're selling Aarons.
You can't sell Aarons.
You know, this is my way of thinking, and it's very rarely correct. I'm selling Buendia because I think we've got...
No way.
Hear me out for once.
Jesus.
I'm selling Buendia.
He's 5'7". He's football heaven.
He is, yeah. Because I think we've got a like-for-like replacement. So, adequate replacement in Todd Cantwell. I think we could
He's not like for like.
Mate, this is a question for argument's sake. Let's not get too deep. Let's not ruin a friendship over this.
I'm finding it really hard.
Okay.
All
All right. So who are we selling then?
That's a bloody excellent question. That could be question of the season, actually.
Wow, that's bold.
Well, it is.
Well,
it's a great question. He's caught us
Joe
both
does
there.
right for TalkNorwichCity. We only accept
does he?
the best. Yeah.
Did I forget that?
Talk to Joe all the while.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
He's a top boy. So you can't knock my way of thinking if you haven't got a better way of thinking.
Okay, I haven't. I'm sorry.
So we're selling Buendia.
Okay.
See you later, Remy.
We can't have James Husband.
Another tricky question here. This is from Sam. This is a question for Chris. Would you rather never go to the gym again and Ipswich get relegated, or remain at the gym and Ipswich get promoted?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you take your health very seriously.
Oh my God.
Although you always kind of put out there your clean eating. Tonight you were stuffing chicken chow mein and
It's
chicken
all about
balls.
balance, mate. It's balance at the end of the day.
Of course. So,
I think the main thing is actually turning up to the gym, Jack.
mate, I've got an athletic body that you're jealous of. So let's leave body image at the front door.
Let's leave that. Oh my god, that's so hard. I mean, I don't. I honestly think that if Ipswich did ever go up to the Premier League, there's no way they'd survive.
Okay.
So I feel like it would be very short-lived, and I feel like they could easily do like a Pompey where they go up. Oh no, because they would actually have to win something, wouldn't they?
Could do a Sunderland.
Yeah, but I really hate Ipswich. Like, I'd love them to get relegated. I'd love them to rot. I'd love them to go down to League Two.
But that means you never get to go to the gym again.
Ever again in my whole
again.
life.
No.
Yeah, but okay. And I'll tell you what, if the add-on to the question is they stay down forever, I'll give up the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose you could still do exercise in the house. Like
Yeah,
you could buy a pull-up bar
yeah,
or something.
see? No, I didn't think that
I
in
didn't
the
think
question,
that,
did you?
Okay. This is a by the way, Chris, so much respect for Bristol Rovers polls. He's back again. Also, no, this deserves a clap. Also, donated £5 to the Community Sports Foundation. So, massive respect.
That is a huge effort.
We love Bristol Rovers.
That was
Let's
a
see how
huge effort.
Bristol Rovers got on at the weekend. They got crushed by Doncaster last week.
What?
Let's hope.
Can I just say, who is this guy? Bristol Rovers polls, I mean...
Absolute boy. Right, let's
Honestly,
see.
right, all banter aside, I know he's donated money, I really respect that. Why would you ever look at a polls account for Bristol Rovers?
I think he's got quite a few followers, you know. Bristol Rovers polls.
Are they a big club?
Bristol Rovers polls has 500 followers.
Are they a big club, Bristol Rovers?
I
do you
mean-
think?
I mean,
In
they're in
your
League
opinion?
One. They lost again at the weekend. They lost to Sunderland. Let's see where they are on the
on a
table.
serious note, Bristol Rovers polls.
Yeah,
I
top
respect
boy.
that.
Oh, they are currently
In trouble?
23rd in League One.
Oh dear. Going down.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, straight to the point. Question: opinions on pigs in blankets.
So much interest. I love... God, my vegan friend's going to kill me. There's nothing better than really salty, slightly burnt, crispy bacon. So I really like...
you like bird bacon?
Pigs... Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, mate. Oh, no, seriously. Yeah, but do you like fatty bacon?
No, I just...
I tell you what, I had a horror story about that.
Okay, go on.
So I'm in the Lake District, and
Okay.
I'm camping, okay?
Right.
And I eat a bacon sarnie. This is when I was a kid. I started eating this bacon sarnie, and all of a sudden I went, like that. Yeah? Literally, I reeled out...
No.
I literally reeled out this massive load of fat from a string of bacon that was like literally like that. And I was like, never again am I having bacon.
Oh, so is that why you kind of don't like fatty food?
So now...
that's interesting. That's kind of
yeah.
like psychology, isn't it? Because they
Absolutely.
say if you have a trauma as a kid...
Yeah, and believe me, it was a trauma, because I'm not joking, it was a good 2 metres of bacon fat.
Do you know, that's longer than you.
Absolutely, yes.
Wow. So...
Anyway, pigs and blankets, so much interest.
Chris Ormerod then replied and says, Bristol Rovers polls, it makes or breaks a Christmas dinner.
I totally agree with that statement.
Yorkshire puddings, yes or no with a Christmas dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I'm with you.
Always Yorkshires.
Yeah, I'm
and
with
you know
you.
what? I always cook more Yorkshires, and I'll have them with my ice cream for dessert.
Yeah.
Love that.
I
If
tell
you've
you-
not tried it,
I agree.
send me your photos of you, your Christmas... seriously, eating your Christmas dinner, but I don't want the Christmas dinner. Yorkshires with your ice cream, with a bit of treacle on
Yeah.
top. Oh my God.
I tell you what is really good.
Yes.
Do you want to hear this?
Go on.
Like you, make too many Yorkshires,
Yeah.
you leave them overnight. You get up in the morning, you spread jam on them and sandwich them together. Jam Yorkshire pudding sandwich. Unbelievable. Because you think Yorkshire pudding mix is the same as pancake mix.
But does that not just all crumble apart?
Yeah,
But you like that?
Yeah.
You like a Yorkshire crumble?
really love it.
Interesting.
Yeah, all chocolate spread or whatever you'd like to have
Okay.
in there, really. Ultimate Christmas movie from Tom Cash, good old Cashy boy back in the game.
I watched Elf at the weekend.
Yeah, same here.
Bit of interest.
Yeah, I like Elf.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on the telly.
God, you really are my brother after all. I do like a bit of Love Actually. I'm a bit of a I'm not. Yeah, no, mate. I'm fine with admitting it.
Right.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And the bit about Rowan Atkinson always makes me laugh when he's doing that present in the shop and there's too much rap.
Is that when he's getting is it the perfume or jewellery or something?
Yeah, for the girl that he's cheating on his wife with.
Yeah, probably not advisable. Have you done your Christmas shopping?
There's one.
No, you haven't
No.
done your Christmas shopping.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Jenny's going to
I know what I'm getting though. I know what I'm getting. So
Do
that's.
you?
I think that's 75% of the battle.
Are you good at rapping?
No, gift bags all the way.
I rate rap. I rate my rapping skills.
Really?
Yeah. Really good. Really good.
I've had presents off you, and I wouldn't rate your rapping.
No. Oh, I did gift bag your present.
Yeah,
That's
always
your birthday.
always
Wasn't it?
gift bag. Toby Smith, good to see you, Toby. This is the official Twitter page for Toby Smith.
By the way, congratulations if you're still actually watching this.
Yeah. Anyway, what player would you like to spend Christmas Day with?
That's a really nice question.
Yeah,
That is a really nice question.
I have a lot of good questions.
God, right. So this person's got to be entertaining.
I mean, yeah.
Have a good story, cook
Yeah.
a good dinner, or at least contribute,
Yeah.
washing up potentially.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You gotta
Well, I
put-
know who yours is. Obviously, Tim Krul.
You know what? I'd have a beer with Timmy.
Sure,
nothing against him.
Sure, he won't have a beer with you.
No, probably not.
Mainly because Remy will be round yours already.
Who are we going for?
That's so hard. It's such a nice
What
thought, isn't it?
what do you want out of a player? What do you want out of someone at
You
Christmas
know what?
Day?
I think Anel Hernandez will be a cracking guy to have round your Christmas table.
By the way, what has he done to his hair?
Mate, cracking Barnet.
What? Is that a perm?
Exceptional Barnet.
Really?
Love it. Unique. Personal brand. Perfect.
I think it just went wrong, mate. I don't think
probably.
it's his personal brand.
Probably going to slow him down a little bit, actually. Yeah.
Could have had 2 assists at the weekend.
Yeah, anyway, I think Anel Hernandez, by the way, great. I loved watching him put that guy on the floor for the
Yeah,
goal.
Jeju.
Yeah, dreamy.
That's all our Twitter questions.
Okay.
Should we preview this weekend's game?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right, final bit of the podcast. You're probably very excited about that sentence. Chris, we've got Blackburn Rovers away this weekend. Elliot Bennett, Harrison Reed, 2 very good players. Blackburn, good team.
One very good player.
Who isn't a good player?
Harrison Reed's a good player.
You're saying Elliot Bennett isn't? That's harsh.
No.
That's really harsh. You've come up with some really nasty
I
comments
don't think.
today.
No. He's not a really good player. He's a decent player.
Okay.
Elliot Bennett is not a really good player. He's a decent
Played
player.
in the Premier League for us. Scored goals in the
He
Premier
scored
League for us.
1 goal in the Premier League.
I think he scored more than 1 goal.
No, he scored 1 against Tottenham.
No, that's a
Prove me
lie.
wrong. Go on, search his Wikipedia page. Go on,
No.
big man, do it.
I will, because
Go on,
him and Ryan Bennett scored in a game, because it was E. Bennett and R. Bennett. I remember it well. We won 2-1. I just can't remember who it was against.
Okay, right.
Elliot-
Well, anyway,
Elliot Bennett.
unpopular opinion. I love Elliot Bennett. Obviously, great guy, decent guy, great human being. You know, does all the right things. I just never really, we spoke about players that have good chance, but because they're actually a little bit shit.
Reading.
I kind of thought he was one of them
Scored against Reading.
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Blimey, was that when Reading went tin pot?
No, it's still 10 points.
Yeah, fair enough. Harrison Reed, great player. Annoyed that we didn't get him back again, actually. But we've been fine without him. Absolutely fine without him.
Blackburn, though, they've been doing well this season. They had an unbelievable unbeaten run at Ewood Park. They've got Bradley Dack in their squad. They've got Danny Graham in their squad.
Yeah, everyone likes a bit of Bradley Dack.
He is
isn't
a
they?
top boy. This is not going to be This isn't going to be an easy game.
No.
We're still going to have injuries.
Yeah.
It just feels like let's just keep that run going until we get back to Carrow Road, and then let's start winning games again.
Yeah, but you come back to Carrow Road. I completely disagree with that. You come back to Carrow Road, you've got Derby sitting there on your doorstep. Frank Lampard's Derby, of course.
Pretty much already champions. Go
Go and win that game of football against Blackburn. Go and win that game of football against Blackburn.
Do you think
Win that game of football against Blackburn, Jack?
I don't feel like
Yes.
you're managing.
Line the back.
I don't think you're
Line the
managing.
back.
I don't
Line
think
the
you're
back.
managing expectations very well here.
Well, I'm not here to manage expectations. I'm a fan. I'm a Norwich City fan. You do the journey on the fence shit, and I'm going to give my opinion. Go and beat Blackburn. We're a better team than Blackburn. All over the park. Game over. Mate, we've got to beat them. I know they'll be tough. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am saying that we're a better team than Blackburn. We shouldn't go there and try and let's just stop this, this whole let's go there for a draw. None of that bollocks. We can go and beat them. Come on. We're a better team than them.
Okay, no, I respect that. What team would you like to see? Any changes?
Yeah, I'd absolutely love to see an El Hernandez start.
Okay.
If that means dropping Todd Cantwell, then fine.
Okay.
Nothing to do with Todd Cantwell, but to do with the fact that I think that we need to provide something different now because I think teams are reading us a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously, you're going to have Leitner in there. I would definitely have Tribal in for Tete. I think Tete's tired, and I think he needs a rest. And that's actually no disrespect to Tete. He just needs a rest because he's just a bit old. And that's what I'd do to the team. I'd keep the defence the same, obviously. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't keep it the same because we had Godfrey in there, didn't we? So I'd bring Tim Close back.
I don't think he's going to be back. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep that the same as well.
Did you say Norwich is coming back in?
Yeah, obviously.
Are we keeping Pukki in there?
Yeah. Buendia? Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Blimey. Okay, great.
I think I'd probably...
It's an easy podcast. Should we finish?
Yeah, I think we should. I think I'd maybe keep Tete in there, but if Trible's in there, I'm not going to lose sleep.
He doesn't deserve to keep his place after that performance.
I agree. I agree with that.
Well, okay, fucking hell, I'm buying his rear yard this week. You agree with that as well?
Yeah.
Jesus. You're right.
If Trible's in there, I'm not going to lose sleep. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the Talk Norwich City podcast. I think this might be the final one of the year, possibly. We might sneak one in between Christmas and New Year, but if we don't, please do have a healthy and happy Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
And I hope 2019 brings you tons of joy and Norwich City success. And thank you so much for your support over this year. Me and Chris are really grateful, as well as Connor and all of the other people who write on the Talk Norwich City website. We know we have our critics. We kind of secretly enjoy them. But thank you so much. From the bottom of our hearts, it does mean a lot.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, so have a nice Christmas. Let's hope Norwich win.
Question to the people watching and listening. Do please comment below. I really honestly want to get people's honest opinion. I'd love to crack this jumper out for the Derby game, but I need approval, so let me know.
You wore it last year.
Yeah, I feel like it's right. And if we get the win in this jumper...
Look, mate.
You know what? Right, I'm going to say this right now. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I was about to say something stupid like, if we win against Derby, I'll just keep wearing it.
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Think before
Awful.
you speak,
Yeah.
please.
Let's not do that.
Anyway.
When is Tom Huckabee getting his tattoo of Pukki in his arse, by the way?
I don't know. Ask him. See you later.